welcome back to the Wake Man channel. Alright, I hope everybody has enjoyed their fall season. We've done a couple of fun things over our fall season here, which I'm going to share with you. We took a little camping trip just north of Billings. My wife's boss actually owns some land out there. Him and his friend own this land, and we honestly did not know what we were in for. He came out to give us a tour around the property and basically go for a ride in his Jeep. And it ended up being much more extreme than we expected. And I was very surprised to see that very close to where I live, there is some of the most extreme rock crawling that I've ever seen. Unfortunately, I was not prepared to collect a lot of video on a lot of that, so I only have a little bit to share with you. But yeah, it was very cool. In fact, I was hoping I could get back out there and collect some cool footage, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. Either way, we actually, after he took us for a Jeep ride, we went back down around the property on some four-wheelers that my friends were out there with, and just kind of went around the property. And unfortunately, one of my friends actually rolled his four-wheeler down one of the steep climbs, and it was kind of out of nowhere. All of this terrain is very, very technical. So we were doing our best to try to kind of get back to where we were going without going on something that we might encounter problems with. I actually interviewed him briefly after it happened. Unfortunately, I did not have cameras rolling while it happened, which is something we were all talking about after it happened. Like, geez, Tim, you're always filming, and we didn't even get that on camera, but it was crazy. He actually flipped end over end, somehow got out from underneath of the four-wheeler, flipped it frontwards, and he's putting his four-wheeler back together. What do you got to say about that, Matt?
I was in four low. I was brakes front and back to try to ease off the edge, and it just didn't care.
Seriously?
All the tires were locked up. I knew I was going over, so I bailed off.
Yeah, somehow you got out from underneath of that thing.
Got out from underneath it. That was the key to success on such a situation.
Damn. Well, we're glad he made it. But anyways, so that was crazy. I can even show you the exact spot on the trail. But cameras just don't do these things justice. Little hill right here, which you can see that there's rocks on one side and dirt on the other, is actually a pretty crazy climb. We did the dirt side on the Jeep. I didn't know we were on that spot when we went back out on the four-wheelers when we were coming down. But yeah, it was crazy, and we were all a little shook after this happened because it could have ended quite a bit worse. We didn't have helmets on. We weren't intending to do anything crazy. We were just kind of out for a light ride. And if he would have gotten seriously hurt, we weren't real close to emergency services, so it was a little bit scary. But luckily, everything worked out fine. His four-wheeler just got a little banged up. But in any case, I don't know if you've noticed, but I did get a new phone, which I use my phone for doing all my vlog filming and a lot of my filming otherwise. Most of my wakeboard filming that's from the boat and a lot of just general filming I do from my phone. But one of the big things you might notice is that I probably look like I'm closer to the screen now. And that's because this phone does not have the wide angle option, which I think is fine for doing the vlogs, and I think it's going to be clearer. I'm not completely sure I'll be able to tell when I'm editing, but I just wanted to point out the difference in case you're noticing. So let's go ahead and move on to the main subject of this video. I want to start off by giving you a little bit of an update. I definitely have narrowed down my search for my next boat to either be another 24 MXZ or a Nautique G23. and not a Paragon. Paragons are crazy cool, and so is an M240. But those things are outside of my budget, and also I'm not interested in a supercharged engine just because I use my boat so much that it would just be extra fuel cost to me. So those are the two boats that I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to go with. And right now, a lot of it is dependent on basically choosing the dealer. And I honestly I don't know beyond that yet. I'm trying to work on details and work out a deal with one of those brands. What I would love to have you do though for me, if you can do me a favor, I would love to have anybody who views this video, my subscribers. I want to see if all of you can help me determine which one I should go with, and also help me determine colors. And the way I'd like to have you do that is I want you to do boat builds on those websites. So go to nautique.com, go to malibuboats.com, and do boat builds and save those, and actually save them with Wake Man YouTube name. And I'm actually going to show you how to do that here because I'm sure there's plenty of people that watch this video that know how to do that. But I'm going to show you how to do it anyways, just in case. Just go ahead and save your builds, and then take screenshots or pictures of them, and then post them on Instagram and tag me in them, or send them to me directly, whichever you choose. But basically get those to me so I can see them and help me make decisions on colors and which one I should go with. So I'll go ahead and do a quick walkthrough of how to do the builds on their websites right now and how to save them off. Okay, so start off by going to malibuboats.com and go to build a boat, and then it's going to load their little platform to choose which boat you want to build. And then you're going to want to choose the 24 MXZ and click select. And then it gives you a disclaimer, and then you choose which scheme you want. The aggressive one is fine. And then you can just start choosing your colors, and you can do whatever you want. I will give you a hint. I like blues, but you're welcome to do whatever colors you want. I'm open to all ideas. You can just click the right arrow and it'll go to the next color, and then you can just choose your preference on the next section. So yeah, you're just kind of customizing your gel coat design, and there's some other features you can color, such as the logo color, and then you can do, I want you to do the interior color as well. So when you send me your pictures, I want to see a shot of the interior and the exterior and the gel coat. You can also play with some of the options. I'm not too worried about looking at the options, but I do like to see the different tower color options. So yeah, you can play with those colors as well. You can see that you can do like a blue and a white is what I did on this one, but I mean, just play with those, do whatever you want. Anything, I'm not worried about doing different options, but you can see that now you can save your boat. And what I want you to do is name it Wake Man YouTube, and then you can, if you have trouble saving it with that name, you can just put some sort of number at the end that makes it different. You're going to submit that, and it's going to ask you to log in. Just say yes, and then just give it an email and a password. If you don't want to give it a legitimate email, I'm fine with that, because you know the chances are, if you did give it a legitimate email, somebody might try to reach out to you. But the point is, just go ahead and save that, and then go ahead and take pictures, and if you can post them on Instagram, and then tag wake_man. That way I can see your pictures. So next, let's go to Nautique Boats. So nautique.com is how you get to that one. And then you can just go from their main page and click on the G23 and the Build Yours button. And then it loads their little boat building program. So same thing here. You can play with some options if you want. I definitely think I would go with the actuated tower and things like the strapless board racks. But what really matters is the colors, because I'm going to play with the options on my own. So if you can just play with the colors, you know, and kind of come up with some cool color ideas and just show me your creativity, that's really going to help me out. So you can see that you have these different pieces of the gel coat you can choose colors for. You've got the different tower colors, and then you have what they call the Chromax. And then you can see that there's this interior tab, so go ahead and click on that and then choose some interior colors. And yeah, play with those as well. And then again, just click the save button, And then on this screen, again, name it Wake Man YouTube, and then you can give it a number if need be. And then just to make it unique, and then uncheck this box, and then again you can give it a faulty email address if you want to, whatever you want to do there, but just go ahead and save that. And then again, make sure you take pictures of the gel coat scheme that you did and the interior design that you did, and then post that on Instagram, and then tag me at wake_man, so that way I can see those designs. Now, I'm not limiting you to one or the other. Go ahead and do both if you want to. You can do multiple if you want to. Also, if you think I should take a look at other boat models and brands, you're welcome to do whatever you want. I'm mainly asking for the 24 MXE and the G23 because those are the main two boats that I've filtered it down to, that I'm likely to buy. But I'm open to looking at all of your ideas. So you can do one for every brand out there if you want to. You can do multiples of every brand if you want to. But yeah, and it'll be really helpful if you save those with that Wake Man name. That'll help the dealers that I'm working with see the potential for the channel. So that's all I have for this video. I appreciate any help you can provide me with doing those boat builds on the websites and showing me your designs. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have any thoughts on this video or ideas for future videos, please leave them in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you can be notified of my future videos. I'll see you next week.